Alright, so here we are on the 2019 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, which I call an Interceptor 650 GT. For those of you in the know, this will make sense in just a little while. And we are out for a short ride, a short walk around, and a couple of comments. So come along for the journey. So there it is. Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, 2019. Now, this bike has been reviewed a lot on the internet and elsewhere. A lot of great things to be said about it. A few not so great things to be said about it, but mostly I think that this has been a phenomenal product for Royal Enfield and will continue to be for them. I'd like to talk just a little bit about my specific Interceptor 650, what makes it just a little different from the ones that you might have seen before. That, and also, I've noticed a lot of UK and India-centric or market videos, not so many out of the US, so I wanted to talk just a little bit about some of the US spec or non-spec features that you'll see. Now, the eagle-eyed among you will have noticed one or two major differences from the standard Interceptors you're used to. I'd like to talk about, again, what I've done to the bike and what makes it different from your standard Interceptor. First of all, you may or may not be aware US market Interceptors are not sold as Interceptors. They're sold as INT 650s. So one of the things that I've done is I've gone ahead and swapped out the side panels for Interceptor ones instead of US market INT 650 ones. Another major difference you'll see is that the tank and the seat also look like they come from a GT 650, a Royal Enfield GT 650. Again, the bike that's built on the same platform as this one, same chassis, same engine, same gearbox, same suspension, same brakes, same tires. And that's because they do. This is a GT 650 tank and seat and handlebars. The standard Interceptor comes with a regular style handlebar, whereas the GT 650, Royal Enfield's, again, twin bike to this one, comes with these clip-ons, which are raised just a little bit, so they're slightly more comfortable than your standard clip-on. So what I actually did was went ahead and converted effectively the top section of the bike from an Interceptor to a GT 650. So what we've got here is a hybrid that just kind of fits me a little bit better. The thing that I liked about the Interceptor more than anything was the foot peg positioning. So the Interceptor has got forward-faced or forward-placed foot pegs, which you can see I've kept here. The GT 650 has got rear sets. So I like the seating position, which lets you sit pretty vertically on the bike. Your feet are really right in line with your body. What I didn't like so well was the handlebars. So again, the swap from the standard bars to the GT clip-ons has changed the attitude of the bike. It's really improved the handling, made it feel tighter, more focused, and I think it's a really, really positive change. So this hybrid kind of package is how the bike works for me. And so what I wind up with is the best of both worlds. The forward set foot pegs, but then the GT clip-on bars and the more focused, more engaging riding experience you'd get from the GT. So what other things have I changed? Well, as you can see, the clip-on bars, the tank, the seat, the side panels, and then a few other Royal Enfield catalog accessories. These guys right here, this guy right here, both in flat black instead of the silver colored ones that came with. The engine oil cap, you can see there also, out of the Royal Enfield Book of Parts. Same with the brake master cylinder cover. And the Royal Enfield bar end mirrors, bar end finishers, and these guys down here. Other things, I've removed the pillion foot pegs entirely. I won't be riding two up, so there's no need for them. So I just went ahead and removed them. But other than that, oh, and these wonderful, wonderful adjustable controls from Tech Bike Parts in the UK. And really, again, the adjustable levers for me have made the bike just that much more user-friendly. just that much more comfortable to ride. It's really a wonderful place to be now. It's not bad as stock, but for me, for the size my hands are, for the way I like to ride, this just fits the bill perfectly. And the nice thing is, it's really all factory catalog type stuff, so putting it back to stock would be a snap, number one. Number two, it's still kind of technically stock as is. All of the add-ons are Royal Enfield, except for those guys, which again can be swapped straight back. One other thing I did do was I added a trickle charger, you might have seen a minute ago, so I can keep the bike plugged in and charged up in the wintertime. Enough has been said all over the internet about what a great riding experience it is here on the bike, on the Interceptor 650 and the Continental GT 650, and I'd like to second that. Again, it is a very engaging, exciting, fun bike to be on. This is sort of stream of consciousness stuff, so if as I'm thinking of things, I'm just saying them. Oh, two more additions. I went ahead and added the Royal Enfield gaiters here, and then the sump cover down here. So a little bit extra protection there. These are the standard Royal Enfield catalog parts there. You can see that. Now, differences from the Indian spec and EU and UK spec bikes that I've seen reviewed so much. First of all, I've heard a lot about the indicators, and you can see here, these are round indicators as compared to the Euro and India spec, slightly more oblong ones. Tail light to me looks to be the same. And then the headlight also is a little bit different. I know one of the criticisms of the bike, and I've seen this a lot in different content, was the headlight, that it made the bike look sort of old-fashioned with its non-clear lens. Now you can see this US market one, again 2019, has a clear lens and an LED down at the bottom, so I don't know if this was just a US market difference, or if Royal Enfield has made that change and the bikes that most people are reviewing online don't have it yet. But again, small changes, small changes. Anyway, a very pleasant place to be, a great sound, great riding experience. Oh, speaking of sound, one more thing. I went ahead and I fitted the DNA high flow filter. So let's go ahead and fire the bike back up so you can hear what that sounds like. So a pretty engaging, pretty fiery sound. I'll go ahead and set the camera down so you can hear what that sounds like from the other side. So we'll go ahead and get geared back up and ride on back. Thanks for joining us. Hey there. If you're enjoying the channel, why don't you go ahead and like this video, or leave a comment down below. Maybe even subscribe. Have a great day.